So, how do you market to someone on Instagram who has no profile picture, no posts, no bio, no link, nothing? You can't. You can't. You can't serve relevant information if you don't have anything to go on. And I bet a lot of your Mailchimp accounts are set up in the same way, where you have one list. Maybe you're collecting a first name, but probably just an email address. But don't worry though. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take your Mailchimp game to the next level, get into the inbox much more often, and have a greater understanding of who it is that's actually on your list. What's up? It's Anthony Burno from craftcourage.com. And today I'm just going to show you 5 quick, I won't say they're quick, 5 ways to just take your Mailchimp game to the next level. And the first thing is going to be a bit complicated, a bit technical. And if you only have time for one step, you're going to want to do this. That's email authentication. And it's 2019, so I think by this time, everybody has received an email from their bank or PayPal or FedEx that isn't really from PayPal, FedEx, or your bank. That email is typically automatically put into spam, and Google puts a little banner underneath that says this email looks suspicious. So they do a great job of preventing you from even seeing the email in the first place. But the way that they're able to do that is through email authentication. What can often happen though is if you don't properly authenticate your emails, Gmail, Yahoo, Live, any email provider may mistakenly think your email isn't coming from you as well. So they may skip the person's inbox altogether and put you in spam. So I'm going to show you right now exactly how to authenticate your email. Okay, so let's get right to authenticating your email. After you've successfully logged into your Mailchimp account, you're going to make your way to the navigation bar. In the upper right hand corner, let's click this drop down. Go down to account. From here, we're going to locate settings and down to domains. Next, we're going to locate this authenticate button. And the majority of you, unless you're very comfortable adding CNAME records and text records, you're just going to want to either take a screenshot of this or copy and paste and send it to your web hosting provider and ask them to perform this action for you. After you've either successfully manually added these records or received confirmation that your tech support has added these records for you, you're going to make your way back to this screen and click the Authenticate Domain button. Now we have email authentication out of the way. You're increasing the chances and the likelihood that you'll get into your recipient's inbox. Now it's time to move on to tip number 2, hidden form fields. Hidden form fields are exactly what they sound like. Fields that are contained on your sign up form that are hidden. So they pass along information that you can use later on to segment without forcing the subscriber to actually fill them out. You can use these hidden forms to track where a subscriber was referred from, or a coupon code, or the current page that they're on at sign up. I'll show you right now how to get going with hidden form fields within Mailchimp. Adding a hidden form field sounds like it may be quite difficult or an advanced task, but it's actually quite easy. We're going to make our way up to the navigation bar and click on Audience. Manage Audience over here, the drop-down button. Make our way over to Sign Up Forms and over to the Form Builder. And I already have 2 fields created. I can actually just show you how to do so again. Let's go to Add a Field. And first, before I do that, let me just give you the use case. Let's assume I have a pop-up window that appears when you visit my website. That's for a 20% off coupon if you just give me your email address. Now, what's visible to the visitor is only the email address field. But what I want to do is I want to be able to decipher, okay, this person came from this particular pop-up and they're expecting a 20% off coupon code. So how can I make that happen? And that's where a hidden code comes into play. So I would click Add a Field. We would go to Text. And I'm just going to make this coupon code 2. Let's spell that correctly. We're going to go ahead and assign it a tag, and it can be anything. You want to make it relevant to the type of code it is, so I'm just going to call it coop code. We're going to make it a required field. And because we're talking about a hidden field, we're going to click hidden. And let's say we wanted to call this coupon code 20 off. And from here, I'm just going to show you how you can actually do this. I'm going to show you how it might be connected to an automation. So if you go to campaigns, and this is a draft, it is an actual active automation, but I just want to show you how it could be used. Click edit. And let's assume this welcome email is an email that contains a promo code that is specifically for people who came through the pop-up. The way to make sure it only goes to those users and not people who just signed up maybe on another website or on another page is we're going to click on filter by segment or tag, click edit. Choose segment or tag, and we're going to click the option that says subscribers match the following conditions. Now, what we want to happen is we want to only send this to people who have a value for the coupon code 2. That's what we just created. And we name that value 20 off. And we would save that segment. And we would save and exit. Tip number 3 is identifying and suppressing disengaged subscribers. This is a big point of contention when it comes to my clients. It's helping them understand why the numbers don't matter. If you have 50,000 subscribers, but only 25,000 are opening up your email, what are you going to do? Do you believe in taking the 25,000 that aren't engaging and suppressing them? Or do you want to keep them on the list because you would just rather say, my email list is 50,000 subscribers strong? Back in the days, it didn't matter if you had 25,000 people that weren't engaging with your content. But now there's something called sender score, and Gmail and all of the mail clients, they take into account how people are actually engaging with your content. And so keeping those 25,000 people on there that just aren't engaging with it, clicking, archive, not doing anything with it, or just instantly deleting it, that hurts your sender reputation. And it actually impacts how often you're going to get into the inbox of other subscribers. So it's extremely important to really understand how many people are engaging with your content. And if people aren't, get them off your list as soon as possible, or maybe send them an email, try to gauge their interest and see if there's a way to pull them back in. But ultimately, if you aren't able to do so, you need to be able to get them off of your list as soon as possible so that it doesn't prevent you from getting into the inbox of your other recipients. To identify the disengaged subscribers, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to Audience, View Contacts. We're going to select the Manage Contacts dropdown and Segments. We're going to create a segment. And we're going to go ahead and select this drop down. And under subscriber data, we're going to select campaign activity. And did not open. And from here, you can toggle 5 campaigns, 7 days, all the way up to 3 months. 3 months is a pretty good gauge to determine whether someone is into your messages or if they've kind of divorced you. So let's say we click all campaigns within the last 3 months. We can then click preview segment. And again, this is a very fresh account, so you're not going to see much data here. But for you, you would save this segment and let's call it Disengage. From here, you have a couple of options. You can then choose to delete or suppress these subscribers, or maybe you just want to take them off of the list that you send to frequently.
and maybe send them a one-time offer, discount offer, just see if there's a way to just pull them back into this relationship. And there's also a new way that you can also do this. I'll show you that as well. I'm going to start back at the beginning. Manage contacts, segments. I'm going to create a new segment and click the drop down. And instead of going to campaign activity, I'm going to go down to email marketing engagement. And this is a newer feature that Mailchimp has used to determine whether someone rarely, sometimes, often opens your emails, or if they're very new and it's too early to gauge. So if you want to trust their kind of contact scoring system, you can do that. So that's just two ways you can do it. And again, don't shoot the messenger. This really does impact and improve your overall sender score.
If you're an intermediate or an advanced Mailchimp user, you probably are running some automations. Most likely it's a series of sales emails where someone subscribes from a lead capture form and you continue to nurture them in hopes that they'll one day make a purchase. Hopefully you're sending them very relevant content, and I wish you much success. But what you want to ensure is that the moment someone makes a purchase, they're then unenrolled from this series. You don't want someone to make a purchase today and then tomorrow they receive an email that says 20% off, please purchase this product. So that brings us to tip number 4, how to remove someone from an automation series the moment they become a paid customer.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add a condition that automatically stops a person from receiving additional messages after they've made a purchase. I do want to preface this by saying you do want to have a connected website that has an e-commerce functionality where the data is being sent to Mailchimp, and Mailchimp can actively decipher whether someone is a customer or not. So moving forward, what we're going to do is we're going to click on campaigns. And you're going to click on the automation. And we're going to make our way back to filter by segment or tag. Choose segment or tag. Click subscribers match the following conditions. And for the conditions, we're going to select, make our way down to the e-commerce section and find purchase activity. And we're going to select has not purchased and save segment. And what this does is it makes sure anyone who continues to be enrolled in receiving these messages has not purchased. In the moment they have made a purchase, it's going to stop them from receiving those future messages. So click Save Segment. And you're going to want to do this for every single message. And the reason being is, let's say someone purchases something 7 weeks into the series. They're already beyond this first message. So you want to always have this condition set so that no matter which message or where they are in the process, they're going to stop immediately. After you've gone ahead and added that condition to all of the relevant messages, we're going to click Save and exit to Dashboard.
Now that you've leveled up your automations and you don't have to worry about sending the wrong email to a paid customer, we're going to move on to tip number 5, and that's accessing Mailchimp's integration directory, which is full of applications that you can use to input multiple streams of data from a ton of third-party applications. Again, the goal is to take a very vague idea of who your subscriber is and to pinpoint exactly what they like, what they don't like, what they purchase, what they're interested in, what their preferences are. And the only way to do that is to plug as many data streams as possible. If you follow these 5 tips, I guarantee you're going to have better chances of getting into the inbox and also a better chance at being able to deliver relevant content, increase your open, click-throughs, and conversion rates. So don't spend any more time watching this video. Go do 1 through 5. Email authentication. Oh, that's it. Go.